Obviously disappointed that we didn't get that win. Had opportunities to. It was definitely the tale of two halves. The opportunity, defense really doing an awesome job getting 3 takeaways in the first half, and us being able to get up 21-7 on them, and go into the second half with the opportunity to put that thing away. That was it was a great start. Unfortunately, Army had a better second half than us. Um, you know, uh, we were not able to get them off the field with some third down stops and some fourth down stops. They were obviously good with 50% on third down, and they were 100% on fourth down out of their 4 tries. The big piece to me in this game that ended up being the biggest issue was their ability on special teams to beat our special teams. Um, giving up a big kickoff return to start the second half, put them in position to, come out, get a scoring opportunity to bring it in within 7. And then us giving up a block punt that then eventually allowed them to, tie the ball game, and us missing a field goal and getting an extra point block. That ended up being the difference in the game. Um, you know, uh, Definitely guys are disappointed, hurt. I do think that they came out with the right mentality. I do think we played hard, fast, and tough, and what we needed to do to win the game. But we did not finish the game like we needed to, and having an opportunity at the end, we were not able to overcome it and get it done. So disappointed, but we better turn the page, because if we let this one linger and let it, keep thinking about it, we need to learn from our mistakes. But if we keep thinking about it, it obviously can lead to another loss. So we got to turn the page. We got to make sure we're getting ready to go for Georgia State coming up. So again, disappointed, but we're going to move on and try to go get a W this week.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you about Georgia State, but before I forget, can you tell me about Shai Wertz's health right now? He had to leave the game. What's his situation?
He got thrown down on his shoulder, throwing shoulder. He was a little sore yesterday when we finally got back, but have not had the opportunity to get him reevaluated yet. He's actually down in the training room now. So I'm going to have a little bit more updates here shortly on him. So right now I'm not quite sure. So I don't want to make a statement, not know.
But if you had to guess, you would think he'd be back by Saturday. It's that kind of
injury.
Yeah.
I do, because he was trying to finish the game for us this past Saturday. We just didn't feel like it was the best thing for our team because of his shoulder. So he's a tough dude. So I would expect him to be back if I had to guess.
Any other injuries that would keep people out? Anything major?
We need to reevaluate Gerald Green today and see how his ankle's doing. He's a guy that we would definitely want to have this week because of our running back depth. So waiting on answers for that. But really, those are the only two. We got some, dings and dangs and bruises and stuff like that from a tough fall football game. But I expect everybody to be recovered. But shoot, when you're in the 13th week of the season and really ain't had a bye week, I mean, you're beat up. So we got to see how they feel today, and hopefully we'll be in good shape.
It wasn't scheduled to be a short week, but as you mentioned, your travel plans have put you a day behind. You didn't do your normal Sunday routine. How is that going to influence the rest of the week?
It's definitely a disadvantage for us. We did not get back to about, I believe it was about 7:30 last night. I really truly believe guys need the opportunity to recover. And that's not what we were able to do yesterday. And we were not able to get a Sunday night practice like we would normally do. So we got to make sure we do an awesome job with them, letting them have a day to day, one, to get caught up on their rest, caught up on their sleep, and let their bodies, heal from a tough game. So we're gonna be a couple days behind, and we'll get started back with them tomorrow. Obviously the coaches, as soon as we got back, we had to go into grind mode. There's no question on that. and we'll be fine as far as getting the coaches work in. But we're going to have to treat it like a short week. We're going to have to treat it like a Thursday night game for our guys. And, and that's, that's the way we'll go. It'll just be a short week and we'll have to treat it that way.
Hey, Chad, is Georgia State a rivalry game?
We allowed it to be. We allowed it to be. They were able to get up in that series 3-1. We've fought back to get it tied up at 3. So yes, we've allowed it to be. Didn't want it to be, but have allowed it to be. I don't know if that's what you wanted, Big Frank, but that's how I feel.
I just felt like I needed to ask something instead of just being here.
We allowed it to be. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, sorry for jumping in late, and you may have answered this, and if so, I apologize. But what is the mood of the team right now? How are you guys feeling?
Pissed off. I mean, we lost. It sucks to lose. We love to win. If you win ugly, it's still a win. If you win pretty, it's still a win. But when you lose, it sucks. So pissed off.
You've lost other games this year, but it seemed like that one really, I don't know if it hurt you more or you seemed personally a little more upset than you were on the other 2 games.
I can't honestly say that I'm more upset about that one over the other 2. The other 2 were conference losses, and that matters. We were in that Louisiana game and, could have won it. We were in the Coastal Carolina game up until the 4th quarter, and didn't finish those off. I guess the honest answer, just disappointed because it was really the tale of 2 halves. I mean, I thought the game plan for, going into the game was good. I thought our guys were in the right frame of mind. They played their butts off. They played hard. And unfortunately, we got out executed in the second half. And, that hurts because, we had put ourselves in position to win that game and we weren't able to finish it. So they all hurt. But I really felt good about our guys, and I really felt good about where they were mentally in that game and what they were doing to win that game. And so, yeah, they all hurt, but it was disappointing.
Your team bounced back from those other losses pretty well. Do you feel like the mindset right now is in a good spot for your team?
There's no question. I think our young men are very resilient. I think that they want to prove, that they can win every game. And, I would be very, very shocked if they're not ready to go tomorrow and ready to get better each day to put themselves in position to get the bad taste out of their mouth. I'll be really shocked.
Coach, you guys always talk about dealing with adversity, the whole layover in Newark and all this. These guys are learning a lot about adversity. How do you think their mindset is, and how proud are you about the way they were able to battle through the adversity of everything post game up there at Army?
I'm really proud of the majority of our football team because, it would have been really, really easy to get negative. And, I went ahead and I looked myself in the mirror before, when everything started to happen where it looked like, okay, we're not getting back on Saturday. I had to go, all right, you're the leader of this program. And the way you react to this, the guys are going to be looking at you. And so I just tried to stay positive through it all. I tried to update them as much as possible with our foundation committee. Our foundation would text every once in a while, say, hey, any updates, coach? And then I would try to, give them feedback. Here's what I'll say. I really definitely want to compliment Jared Benko and Chris Davis and our operations staff. They really work very, very hard to make a very uncomfortable situation as comfortable as possible because, there's a lot of things that go into that big of a travel group, the ability to, I mean, not many people know that. I mean, you're sitting there and the plane's not going to take off, and you got to get all these people to a hotel. You don't have a hotel. You're sitting there. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and you don't have buses. And all of a sudden, Chris Davis was able to work a deal with the Michigan buses, and then the ability to at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., to try to go find food for our guys, which was hard because there's nothing open. You got big time COVID restrictions up there. You got a team that just played a hard fought football game, and that post game meal has already, worn off on them, and you want to get some more food into them, and the ability to go find that and then flip it around, have them breakfast, have them lunch, have them all the stuff that, have them rooms to sleep in. I thought the majority of our guys handled that very, very well. And, just hats off to our administration, our operations staff for making that uncomfortable situation comfortable.
Coach, can going through that in some ways bring the team closer together, I guess?
No question. No question it can. Something that I've really, really missed because of how the off season was and not having them here and, dealing with the pandemic stuff is you don't have a lot of opportunities to team bond. And again, I may be looking at this with rose-colored glasses. I don't know, because I mean, they may come in here and say, Coach, if we ever have to do this again, we don't want it. But I think that we haven't had the opportunity to have team bowling night. We haven't had to have the opportunity of team field day on Eagle Creek. We haven't had the opportunity to go to the movies as a team or whatever as a team. We haven't had the ability to do that. This was a hard situation because it was team bonding on a bus. It was team bonding in a hotel lobby. It was then the next morning team bonding in a hotel lobby again. And then, just team bonding to get through it together. So I would say that's the positives of it, because we did get to spend a lot of time together as a team outside of football.
Where did you actually get your food from since of the late hours? What was there pizza delivery? What were you able to get?
Yeah, we ended up having pizza. We had 3 stages of it. I think the pizza showed up at, I don't know the exact times, but I know we had to send we didn't have it yet, and so our guys got their room keys. They went up to their rooms. We told them, hey, we're gonna teamwork you. That was our team communication. We're gonna teamwork you when the pizza gets here. Majority of our guys came down and got it on that first run. At 4:45, I'm getting told at 4:45, they get teamwork. They come down and they get their pizza. Not there wasn't enough for everybody at that point. So there were people that waited. Here come the second run of it, and they got it, and then another third run of it, and they got it. And then the next, again, it's the same morning, but we were able to get McDonald's at around 10:30ish. So we were able to feed them McDonald's at that time. And then when we got on the plane, we were able to have a Popeyes order, which I think was a really big hit. And I know I enjoyed it. And I think Big Frank did too. But Popeyes was a big time touch. And then, just how it was. But again, majority of our guys were very appreciative.
I can vouch. There was 150 pizzas delivered. First ones came a little after 4:30. That came with soft drinks. And then the guy said that more pizzas were on the way. So yeah, they found a pizza spot, 150 pizzas, no small order, having cooked pizzas in my life. So yeah. And Popeyes was a good touch. I went with the barbecue sauce over the ranch.
Hey, Big Frank, did you see it get delivered in a limo?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's what Terry and them said. They think Tony Soprano really didn't die, that after it went to black, he just opened up a Popeyes franchise in Jersey. So yeah.
I was amazed. I mean, that thing come in a big time limo, stretch limo, and I was like, wow, Popeyes, big time game.
You have Jim Harbaugh deliver you guys chartered buses, and then you have chicken delivered by a limo. That's something.
A lot of people looking out for the Eagles, no question.
something tells me Big Frank would have been eating at Popeyes anyway that day if he'd had his choice. So,
Hey man,
the,
why are we
uh,
throwing
how
shots?
did you?
Hey, I'm the only one supposed to be getting shots thrown at right now. I'm the head football coach. Throw the shots at me, man. Stay off Frank.
Popeyes is popular. What?
I can take it. I can take it.
How did you figure out how many pizzas was going to be enough? I mean, how do you do the math on that?
One pizza per person. That's what we shot for. And again, I'm in charge of a lot of things, but that wasn't one of them. But there were some people that got it done for us, and we're definitely appreciative of that for sure.
There's a lot to chew on. I hate to say that right there, but well, I do want to ask you about Georgia State. They're 4-4, but they're coming off a big win, big second half. Which Georgia State team do you think you're going to see on Saturday? Because they've had some really good moments and they've had some flatter moments. What do you expect?
We will get their best. We will get their best. That's something that we've tried to train our guys for, that we're going to get everybody's best, period. Georgia Southern, because of the epic story it is football wise, a Georgia Southern win for an opponent makes their season, and that's just how it is. And we're trying to train our guys in that mindset of, I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Watch Army after they win the game. Watch them how they celebrated, how they ran on the field, how they, again, great respect for Coach Monken and his team and what he does. And man, I mean, he's a mentor for me. I work for him, but watch how they celebrated, and that's the way it is. When Georgia Southern gets beat, they celebrate. Watch how Louisiana celebrated when they beat us. Watch how Coastal Carolina celebrated when they beat us. And so that's what, Georgia State's going to be. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is the biggest game of the year for them because it is the Georgia Southern Eagles. And so we have to be ready for their best.
What do they bring from an X's and O's standpoint?
Well, I tell you, defensively, they're going to be a lot similar to what we just saw, because it is Nate Woody Tree with the odd defense. So it'll be very similar to that. The one thing that I have seen of the limited amount of time I've been able to watch them, they're I guess you call it havoc rate. They're opportunistic. They're a team that can make negative plays for your offense. They're a team that can make big plays defensively that can impact the game, because I think their talent has gotten better and better. When you turn to their offense, year two with their offensive coordinator, that's starting to show, especially with their balance of running and passing. They can score at a high pace. I think they have been plagued a little bit with turnovers, which has kind of hurt them a little bit too. But if they're on and they're clicking, I mean, they're definitely going to be a difficult team offensively. Any other questions?
Thanks, Coach.
Y'all better hit me with this Army game, 'cause I'm gonna be done with it after we get off of this one. Well, I guess I got to deal with Danny Reed tonight, but I'm gonna be done with it. I'm moving on to Georgia State. So you sure y'all are done?
Well, did Coach Monken say anything that you're going to remember for a long time after the game? We saw you guys afterwards. Was there something that you're going to carry with you that he said? And obviously it was a very interesting finish to the game. Did he have anything memorable to tell you?
I'm a little bit apprehensive to say this, but maybe I should. I mean, it's good. It's a good storyline, man. So, obviously we had already talked before the game about how we wanted to end the game. They had it set up for us, for their band to play our alma mater. And, we wanted to bring our guys over. And then when they played their alma mater, give tribute, to a very historic program. We walked over, I told him, I said, Coach, congratulations. And I said, Wish we'd have been able to kick that field goal. And he kind of laughed at me and he said, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have listened to analytics because you wouldn't have had the chance to get that. And I said, yeah, I'll tell you what, great ending for both of us here, but you got the W, and very appreciative to what you stand for, and class move at the end with the alma mater.
Thanks for sharing that.
You got it. All right. Thank y'all. GATA.